Today on the channel, we'll be looking at Studio Series 86 Prowl Custom. The way I got it figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? I got it figured back with another Transformers review. This time, we got a little bit of a custom job. This is the Studio Series 86 24, or rather 20 Prowl figure that came in the Trauma Pack, Childhood Trauma Pack #1 with Ironhide from Transformers the movie. And he is using parts from 3 different figures. So essentially, I created a, what I would call ideal, I guess, Prowl out of the last 3 generations releases for Prowl. Prowl's being, definitely out of the cars. He's definitely my favorite, and he's, easily top 5 character for me. And we can also kind of see exactly what they would need to do just to make, a regular non-dead Prowl figure in a Studio Series 86 line. There's a couple of ways you can do this. Some are invasive, some are not. I went essentially full invasive for mine. There's not really anything else you can do. I went all the way with it. And, and I'll explain what I did. So first, you start with this figure. 90% of the figure is the Studio Series 86 Ironhide and Prowl 2-pack. Then I disassembled, because this went in various stages, so I disassembled my Earthrise Prowl that also came with Ironhide. But I ended up not really needing to do that. But I did end up needing the front grille from that Prowl to put on his chest to get rid of the blast effect hole. And then all the way back to Siege, I had an extra Siege Prowl, and I used the head from that. Some people seem to think it doesn't work right, but it does. So that's what I did. The initial customization was just simply the Earthrise Prowl with the Siege head. I had that like that for like probably 2 years till they finally released this. So I know it's something that works. It does not hinder the conversion into the car or anything like that. And it just looks better. It's definitely the best Prowl portrait they've done. And then for less invasive means of doing this figure, you could keep the Earthrise top and simply detach him here at the waist because it's on a mushroom peg. So you'd have the correct legs, but then his midsection would still be black, and that doesn't really look right. I did it, which is what led me to go all the way on the customization. The cool thing about it is they did upgrade the Prowl a little bit because he has the painted wheels. The Earthrise version does not. He has, sort of like black. The wheels are all black, which in a sense might be more realistic because if it was a police car, a lot of times they just have black rims. But, since he's a 280ZX-ish car, I don't know, in 1984 they were doing black rims. But, to get the profile and look of Prowl, That's all you really kind of need to do. We look on the back. Obviously, you got the full painted windows. And another reason I favor doing it this way is because these parts are actually a lot more durable than the clear plastic that was on the other figure. So then, you know, just for like a little bit of an issue, it's hard to see it on the camera, but the whites are different. From here, it's almost, I mean, you kind of can see it on the camera, but the whites on the Earthrise are just a little bit different than the whites on the Studio Series 86. So you have that, and of course, you're always going to have kind of the blast burn mark on his chest. I don't think it's worth it to try and get rid of that, especially since, you know, I really feel like at some point they will do a live Prowl, and then I'll end up putting this back on the Earthrise and taking the head and putting it on that one, unless the portrait is nice enough that I don't need to do that. So, you know, there you go. So that's it. This is a quick one. There's no need to, you know, do a full deep dive into Prowl as a release, because, well, it's like 3 releases, and I'm really just going over the customization steps. But that's it, and I don't know how you would get a better looking one than this. You know, maybe you would get some Toy Hack stickers to recreate the toy look, but I don't really need to do that, go all that far. You know, on a shelf, from shelf distance, this is close enough to what I need it to look like, until a better option comes along. So there you go. Because it's a Transformers video, still gonna do a stop motion, so there's that. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe to the video. We're working our way up to 500 subscribers, and then from there on to 1,000. So, you know, want to have different types of content, not necessarily always reviews. I'm still working on my stop motion series and some other things we got in the hopper, in a sense. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, everybody stay safe. See you on the next video. Peace.
The way I got it figured.